just through self-governing and being in control of self and just being more self-sufficient, that's the start. And then you could be more competent once you desire to be more self-sufficient. But until you have that desire, like, man, I just want to be reliable on myself and my people. And that's what we got to do.
Can you
That's
imagine?
crucial.
You imagine the universe out of order? You know, if it's the way they say it is, can you imagine out of order? You know, all the chaos it would be. You know, and if so above, so below. You know, and we out of order. You know, you can imagine what it looked like.
Oh, man.
So
It look crazy. Because the real children of the earth have been sabotaged. They lost. They don't know themselves, and that's the whole key. Like, cause we went into when we read the scriptures, like we was always fighting amongst each other. That'd be our worst shit.
I
Like,
was just telling my wife that I was just telling her that I said, man, I was looking at this stuff. We just seen some of the Israelite people, the brothers out here on the corner yesterday. You know what I'm saying?
man, I know they had a lot to say.
Oh,
And
I didn't stop. I let the brothers do their thing, you know. But you know, I didn't infringe on them. But I was just saying that, you know, I've heard some of the stuff that they say, and I've read some of the stuff that they've written, you know, and what they believe. And I'm like, dang, man, like it's in their own stuff. If they look like it say that we all are the same stock, but you know, yet they still, you know, have this division mentality. You know what I'm saying?
Because they the Pharisees, bro. I'm breaking down. The Hebrew Israelites right now are the Pharisees that the story of Christ, where he cussed the Pharisees out, kicked them out the temple, because they didn't understand. The whole story was like most of the Hebrew Israelites followed Moses' law. So Moses' law was these carnal, it was like 366 laws that you had to go by in order, because man needed salvation, because you know the story of Adam and Eve, like we had fell from who we were. So man needed salvation. And once Christ came, supposedly, he was the salvation, because Moses' law failed man because they couldn't be saved over carnal commandments. You know what I'm saying? They were like wearing fringes. They were like keeping the Sabbath day, and they were like, for their sins, they were like killing goats and bullocks. And then they had this whole religious and culture, and this was part Moses' law. But the law kept failing them, and they kept arguing and fighting and acting like niggas. And when Moses freed them, they end up damn near fighting Moses, and they end up getting lost in the wilderness for 40 years. And the Most High had to basically kill them. And Moses didn't make it to the promised land. So all these guys doing is taking a dead covenant that is over. Like, Moses gone. Moses was a king, but he was a man. And in the story of Christ, he was coming to redeem man spiritually. So man could be redeemed, and the extra fat in man's heart could be cut, and a man could be able to circumcise himself spiritually, so he won't fall to his own lust. He won't fall to his own vain, the vain shit when you don't gotta teach a child to lie. Like, some children they 3 years old. You say you did that, and the child gonna lie. So we have to overcome our lower self and our evil self. And that's what the story of Christ was, equipping you with parables and knowledge to tap into yourself so you can overcome yourself. That's why I was like, pick up your cross and die. So they going around preaching Moses' law, but throughout all the scriptures in the Bible, when Jesus Christ supposedly came, he changed all Moses' law. And he literally, I could go in scripture after scripture where Christ was saying, it was told for you to do this, but I tell you to do this. So they always say, oh, well, Moses' law not done away with. We went into slavery because we didn't keep the statutes, laws, and commandments. No, that's partly true, but that covenant was dead. Once we was under the order of Melchizedek through the Christ, it was a whole new law. And the law don't come into effect till the testator die. And all is written in Matthew. So once Christ died, the new law came into effect. But it wasn't, he did keep the law when he was on earth. So they get caught up thinking when he say, I didn't come to, it's this one scripture. Christ said he didn't come to destroy the law. He came to fulfill it. Well, if they look at the ordinance and concordance, the word fulfill meaning complete. If Mafi go to the damn restaurant and then they say, oh, your bill been fulfilled, Mafi ain't about to pay the bill again. So if Christ said the law been fulfilled, then he said it's complete. It's complete through me. Now I give you this. So they just, a lot of niggas don't understand the scripture and they want to get like intricates. Cause like, of course a man could wear fringes and keep the Sabbath, but how you treating your mom? How you treating your brother? Are you lying? Are you bearing false witness? All that stuff is invisible. You get what I'm saying? Like you can't point out when a nigga lied. Like you lied, you know what I'm saying? Like you have to catch him in the act. So they worried about the physical, some dumb physical shit when salvation is really inner spiritual. And that's why they can't learn law. And that's why they can't be competent with this Moorish knowledge, because they too busy trying to judge shit and look at it the wrong way. Because it's like, even the Moorish knowledge, this not becoming your God, this becoming this universal law. You was miseducated by a fucking your enemy. So you gotta re-educate yourself. And man, that the Hebrew Israelites, bro, they lost, bro. They the Pharisees, bro. And all they do is bicker and fight and argue. And the Most High is not the spirit of confusion. You get what I'm saying? That the Most High is not about the, when we at the meetings, ain't no confusion. We talking about law. We got leaders in there. Ain't no confusion. The Most High dealing with us more than he dealing with them. And they too caught up on motherfucking spookiness. Nigga, we in there learning law trying to do something. So it's like they all in this spooky mysticism. The Most High gonna come back and destroy this country. Okay, he is. But a lot of this shit gonna happen through us. The elect. Who is the elect? The elect is gonna be some competent men. It's not about to be some incompetent niggas who's like, we have faith. Nigga, I got faith too, but I'm still gonna be competent. I believe in Yahweh Shah, and I believe them chariots gonna crack that sky, but I'm still gonna be competent, my nigga. Like you niggas them niggas irritate me, bro. They irritate me. Cause it's like that. A lot of them niggas broke and got no money. And a lot of them niggas would never do no shit Mafi do. Walk in the courtroom and talk to a judge. Like you niggas are some cowards. You get what I'm saying? But they have a nerve to criticize him or say some shit. Man, niggas weak as hell. Even the dude who did the NFAC shit, who went out there and marched with all the guns, a lot of the Hebrew Israelites started attacking him. And it's like, at least he fucking out there trying to protect our people and he doing something different. You motherfuckers are sitting behind a computer talking about he gonna get everybody killed. We need to wait on the Most High. Man, shut your bitch ass up. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just how I feel, bro. If our people ain't getting the knowledge or at least trying to sacrifice their body, man, get out of here, bro. Women going out there and this grown men crying, talking about, don't go out there, don't march with your guns. If we gonna march, we need to march with guns rather than some damn signs.
You know,
excuse my rant, brothers. I'm sorry, I went on a rant.
They just represent, you know, what's going on with us. You know, it's an extreme version of it. You know, but they represent the fact of, you know, like our competency level. You know, that's what, you know, that's what's on display. You know, because even though everybody don't believe to the extreme that they believe, a lot of our people believe some of that stuff. You know what I mean? And like we get to talking polytheistic and monotheistic and stuff like that. It's like, what you talking about? You know what I mean? And by the very fact that you don't, you know, that we don't know that or understand that, you know, as a group, it's like we can never really have a conversation until people are risen to, you know, a certain level of understanding. You know, because, you know, people just gonna be doing what they doing because they don't know no better. You know, and
taking it personal.
It's not a bad or a good thing because, you know, information propaganda, you know what I mean? It's like a gun, you know what I mean? You put it in a baby's hand, you know what I mean? It can be dangerous, you know what I mean? Be used the wrong way. So, you know, it makes us look like we sick, you know what I'm saying, in a lot of different ways. Like you said, the white people get frustrated and stuff like that, you know, trying to deal with us and stuff because you know,
The ignorance level so high,
on
it make
multiple
them want
levels.
it make them want to even just not even deal with you. Like even that situation where the supposed white woman put the gun on the supposed black girl and her mom. Them fucking, I watched them supposedly black women talk. So white women was trying to reason with them, and they act so ignorant. They
One
act
minute left.
so a woman. Okay, they act
Yeah.
so ignorant, and then I was like, bruh, I probably would have put the gun out on their ass too. But our people be
You know,
difficult sometimes, man.
and right, I know exactly what you mean, you know, and that's just our people being emotional. Like, you know, like for a long time we've been trained to be emotional and not be balanced. You know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with being
Mm-hmm.
emotional, but you gotta be balanced in that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You gotta still be able to think, you know.
Facts.
That's why people try to accuse you of just being right brained and stuff like that, you know,
Yeah, it's
when
balance.
you tend to just
And that's
run
what the
to
Hebrew
one thing.
Israelites don't know. The balance. Like, bro, y'all don't got the balance. Y'all,
I
y'all
mean,
fuck.
they can recite the concept to you, but you know, just having balance, you know, I mean, that's the thing, you know, but you know, you got to have a little willpower within that too, you know.